Okay, here's a video tour of the Crown Paradise Club in Puerto Vallarta. This is the family-oriented resort, and we're going to go and wander around, look at the rooms, have a look at the common areas, the pools, the beach, and everything. Let's go on inside. And here's what the lobby looks like from the inside. You check in over there. Some nice waiting areas to meet your parties or have a drink at night on the back side. And there's the bar. This is on the south side of the building, and let's have a look at our room. It's a double room, good enough for 4 people, so you've got a nice big area when you come right in. For the bathroom, you've got storage in here. You can put clothes in there. Shower, big shower. No bathtub, but a big shower.
I already like the bathtub.
And you've got toilet right next door, nice sinks, storage underneath. We've been putting our shoes right under there when you come in the door. So this area, nice and big, and you can dump your wet stuff and not have it in the way. So then this is what the room looks like. See, they've all been renovated, nice and modern. These are 2 double beds. We slept each with a kid. But it didn't sleep very well. These beds are not very big. You've got nice counter space, some more drawers. This is not a fridge. It's just storage in there. Maybe you put your suitcase, you can charge stuff. You have a little TV, comes with a remote, a little table, and then you got a patio. So this is the one where we overlook the kids section, and you can see you get the kids pool, and you get a peekaboo view of the ocean. This is actually a very nice room. So the rooms are okay. The beds are a little small, but really, you know, the room is great. Like you'll hear throughout the video, the facilities here are just fine. It's the food that makes it not really worth the money. So these are the rooms that they say have a garden view. Which also has a view of the kids' pool area. We'll get to that in a second. But you can also see it has an ocean view. So you have a peekaboo ocean view. As you lean out your balcony, you can see the ocean. So these rooms that have the kids' garden view have a very nice view of the ocean as well. This is the reason we chose to stay at this resort. This kids' pool is pretty expansive. It has 9 water slides, none of them with really any height. There's a dragon that shoots water from there. Kids go sliding down a big bucket. Here's a pirate ship. It's only about 2.5 feet deep at its deepest, and kids have a lot of fun running around and screaming in here. Unfortunately, there's a lot of nooks and crannies where kids can get lost. Those water slides on the other end do not land in a lot of water, and they are out of the water. The kids get a lot of speed and really hit their butt. This one here as well. So while it's a great idea on the surface, I don't know how really well executed it is. This one in the center is really good. It's into 2.5 feet of water, but everything else is just into a little bit. And so, yeah, you're running after your kids a lot in here, unless they're older and can really look after themselves on their own. This is the kids club area. They do their activities and stuff in here. Usually there's chairs. The TV is on a lot for the kids to watch, but they do have pretty engaging activities. There's their schedule, so you can pop in and see. Tuesdays and Fridays they do a lunch activity where the kids actually dress up like cooks and go do some lunches, so that's pretty good. Another thing disappointing about the kids pool area is these tables are tables and chairs. Where everywhere else has beach towels or beach chairs that you can sit at, this one has chairs, so there's really nowhere to lounge while you watch your kids. You've got to sit at a table. And also right off the kids area and the pool is a playground. So if your kids don't want to swim, outdoor activities, they can burn off energy here as well. I would say this is probably the best pool, or one of them. There's two that are actually pretty good. It's warmer. It's not very deep. It's about chest deep. The restaurant on the other side blocks the wind, so on a windy day it's not breezy at all. And it's kind of quiet, kind of nice. There's lots of pool chairs all around it, so kids can run around and float in here, and it's pretty good. In this building here is the Midway stop. You never really know it's there because the doors are closed all the time, but if you want a snack or a burrito or something, you can go into the Midway stop and get it. Over here is a sports bar that nobody was in the entire time, and despite the fact that the Olympics were on while we were here, they were running soccer. No Olympic coverage or anything in there. There's some video games and pool tables in there as well. That is the buffet. We'll go in and see it later. This is probably the new buffet. They've been doing renovations the entire time we're here. In the back is the Italian restaurant, and then this is a bar that you can visit as well. But this pool is really nice, much warmer than all the other ones, and a good place to chill out and relax. Here's one more section of rooms that has a pool bar that you can swim up to, which is actually a jacuzzi. And then a little pool down there as well. This is the adult pool, a small area. Some people have complained that they see kids in it. I've only ever seen adults over here. But again, a smaller area that you can come and have a drink and avoid the kids, because this is pitched as a family resort. So that's the adult pool area there. It also lets you get a little peekaboo view of the ocean while you're having your soak. Here's the beachfront at the Crown Paradise. Nice full moon out there. The tide is high, so it's up a little bit, but you can see that the beach is actually very nice. The resort, you know, just that perfect distance really, where anywhere you are in the resort you can quickly go back to your room and get something. So they're working on a pier out there. They've been doing hammering at that the whole week. They come out and they comb the beach looking for garbage every day. All of those thatched huts have chairs under them eventually. And it's right next to the pier. That's the pier area just in there where all the cruise ships come in. So if you're taking any of the boating excursions, usually you can get your boat right in there. So the location is actually very, very good. So here's a look at the beach. This area just off the beach is another one of the snack shacks. Usually it's salads, hamburgers, hot dogs, chips, ice cream. That's about it. Right next to the beach. This is your beach bar. Very popular, free mixed drinks and all that stuff, and easy to get to from the beach or a pool. Right there where they'll have that pier once it's done. The facility is still under a lot of renovation as of February 2014, so you can see that the crews have had their gear out a lot. Here's a new infinity pool. This is the beach view of it. This pool is very cold, but it's nice because it has the chairs that can sit in a couple of inches of water along either side. When you're on the deck there, you have a beautiful view of the ocean. You can dip in and get cooled off and then head back out again. So we saw this from the kids area back in there, and now this is the beach view of the resort. This is the French restaurant. Menu looks terrible. As much of the food here is, it is not good at all. But the resort itself is actually very well appointed, nicely positioned. Ping pong table there. You can play some beach checkers here. They have beach volleyball and soccer and other things set up there. And next door is the Golden Crown Paradise, which is the adults version of the Crown Paradise Club, which is pitched for kids and families. And finally, we'll go inside the buffet. Now, the food has been terrible this trip. It's much of the same. The first night we came, it was a pretty nice Mexican buffet. Ever since, it has been pasta, bland vegetables, over salted food, things that are not cooked. The food is terrible. You think you can get through it after the first couple of days because you can find one thing that you will like, but you really can't. It's nice and wide open. You can see the ocean right there, but what they're serving you is not very good. Breakfast has actually been the best. Here's a look. You will see hot dogs at every single station. Like I said, the views are actually very nice. The room is okay. It's a little old and run down, but they are doing renovations on the whole property. And this is how close you are to the ocean, which sunset is right there. So you do get some beautiful sunset views, even from the terrible buffet. Breakfast, really good. For the most part, breakfast is perfect. But when it comes to the other meals, you will soon tire of the food very quickly. Overall thoughts of the Crown Paradise Club. The property is perfectly located. The rooms are fine. The pool's really nice. The kids' areas, great for families. But the food is terrible. Absolutely awful. And for that, I give it 3 stars. Because you're eating 3 times a day, that really is part of the experience. You can't just make it go away by looking at a pretty pool and a nice ocean view. So if you're paying more than just over $1,000 a head to come down here, you're paying too much. 3 stars for the resort, but once they're done the renovations, it will be a 4-star property. I mean, I've seen it 3.5 to 4.5, but really this is 3 stars. And you have to come with lowered expectations, the knowledge that you're likely going to go and eat a lot off resort, go down to the Malecon or some other restaurants just to get it out of your system, because it really is that bad. But the resort itself, the people who work here, is perfect. That's our thoughts of the Crown Paradise Club in Puerto Vallarta.